Hi there, my name's Ben Christian. I'm just making a short video for you today to describe a little bit about the Lady Niguma image that I've painted for you. This image was created for you at the request of the Yoga Studies Institute, and it's been my great pleasure to bring it to you, and I hope that I can explain some things in this short video about how it was created and what the actual meaning of the image is. I wanted to begin, I think the most appropriate place to begin is to thank Geshe Michael Roach, and for me personally to express my deep and profound love to him and in fact all my teachers for what you have done, the changes that you've made to my mind, the changes that you've made to my life are beyond this world, and so it's therefore beyond words, my love for you and my desire to express gratitude and thanks to you. So I hope this image in some way goes to repaying your kindness and to thanking you for who you are and what you've done. So this image that I've made for you came about largely as a request from my friend Earl, and he just wrote me an email one day and said, you know, have you ever considered doing a painting of Lady Niguma? And I kind of have, and I've always really wanted to paint Lady Niguma for a number of reasons. But when, I don't know, it's always been on the back burner a little bit for me as a project because I've had other work that's taken precedence. But when one of your friends, you know, literally, actually in this case a brother, comes to you and asks something, then that's not a request that you just treat like other requests. It's a very, very special thing, very beautiful thing. And the story and the blessing that can evolve from following the request of a friend, or a brother in this case, can lead to amazing things. And how that plays out is, I guess, really up to one's own faith and devotion. But for me, it's been a wonderful thing to paint this image. I guess the only, you know, there's so many things I can say about this. I'm going to do a separate video talking about the, you know, the technical aspect of it, which is perhaps a little bit boring. But what I'd like to talk about now is, you know, of all the things I could talk about, I think I wanted to discuss why I chose to paint Lady Niguma in this way. So there's almost no images available of Lady Niguma, traditionally sourced. I believe in the research I did, which is a little bit, you know, my capacity to research is a little bit limited, but in the research I've done and the work that I've done over the years, to me there's only really two paintings that exist, maybe three, of Lady Niguma. You'll see a lot of modern paintings of Lady Niguma, but they all basically follow or copy one painting. There's a second painting which I used as a reference, which is far less commonly copied, and I chose to use that. In the Tibetan painting tradition, I can't just make up a picture. I can't just invent my own iconography or my own story to tell. Normally that would require a lama or someone to come to you and actually to explain what they want painted, and for then it becomes my job to do that. But for me to actually create something new that hasn't been done before, it's not really how it works in the Tibetan system. So I found one picture which I believe is very closely related to the way we understand who Lady Niguma was in the Gelugpa system. And so I largely copied the iconography from that picture. The thing that I guess in the, you know, limited time that I have that I wanted to explain is maybe to talk about how I imagine her in that picture. So, you know, the romantic in me wants to say that she's looking at Naropa the first time she saw Naropa. That's one story. That's kind of a cute story. I like it. I like what can happen when you meet someone like that, in that way, and to capture that moment when that meeting occurs is something I think is very special. What's perhaps more traditional is when if you look at the things that Lady Niguma is holding. So there's this idea that she is painted with certain possessions, right? So she holds something in each hand and she has a staff over her shoulder. So it would be a wrong thing to think that she bought them somewhere, or that somehow, I don't know, they were given, or I don't know, or that she needs those things. Really, iconography is about depicting realizations. And so the things that she holds is like holding a realization. I can say, I hold bodhicitta in my heart, for example. And that can be represented in a picture by actually physically holding something. And so the things that she holds aren't important functionally, but they're there for us to understand something. And the entire reason I chose to paint her in this way is because it brings her very closely aligned to the teachings that Geshe-la gave Lama Earl and myself, and many of the people that I'm sure you know. Those teachings are beyond profound, beyond precious. And when I think, I have a taste of what it means to hold those things in the way that I've spoken about, and I know that Lama Earl does as well. And Geshe-la presented those things to us. It wasn't something that we, like the skull cup, it wasn't like we went and bought those things. They were earned and given, and over many hours of meditation, and you possess them more and more closely. And so it's my wish for you that you can perhaps go to someone older in the Sangha, or someone you know that has received those teachings on what those things mean, and that you have an interest in what they mean and a desire to gain those things yourself, because what she's holding, the states of mind that those things represent, and the staff that she holds as well, that is on her shoulder there, those things are beyond this world, and they're the peak of yoga. So I guess that's my wish, that there's some, if you don't know what they are, to look into the image and see that there's some real potential there, and to know that there are people that actually possess, that that actually possess those qualities, and that you can go to them and ask them, and they will help you to bring those qualities into yourself. So that's all. I think that's all I want to say for this video. It's only meant to be very short. To finish, again, I want to express my incredibly profound love to Geshe-la, and also to Lama Earl, and to thank them both for being in my life and bringing this painting to you. So I hope you enjoy the painting, and I hope you get to possess those things and hold those objects yourself.